Welcome back to Your Hour. Joining me now is Kathy Adkins, who is an RN and she's a dementia specialist. And there's not too many of those in Kansas, are there?
I'm the only one around.
So you're pretty busy.
I'm pretty busy, and
I'm sorry.
I work really hard at trying to take care of all the families that need help, but I'm always willing. Call me, and I'm always willing to listen and see what I can add to the solution to the problem.
There you go. Well, and that was my question: is what exactly are your roles? Because I know you do a lot of speaking about this issue, but you also actually actively help families.
Yes, that's probably the most rewarding and probably the most frustrating too, because anyone who's ever taken care of someone with dementia knows that however they are on Monday at noon, they can be totally different by 5 p.m. when the sun starts going down and we have sundowners start kicking in. Their behavior can change, and Tuesday they can be a totally different person, and it's like living with someone who has multiple personalities on a daily basis, and you never know which one you're going to talk to. So I go meet with the family. I do a long, extensive questionnaire and history and all kinds of things, get all that written down. I look at their medications, and then when I've got everything gathered from the family, I go back and I sort it all out, and it's like putting a jigsaw puzzle together. And I look at how the medications are interacting with the problem, and what are the side effects of some of those medications that can be compounding the problem, and what I think are the safety issues, and what do I think are the care issues, and what do I think are the financial issues at the families, because I cover everything, and I ask all the tough questions because people don't want to have to ask them, but nurses are really good at asking tough questions, and I look at their legal issues, if they've got things in place that's going to be a problem down the road. And lately I've been asked to start doing nursing home placements if there's no other choice.
Okay.
So I'm out in all the care facilities and looking at them and talking to the people and evaluating the good, the bad, and the ugly of the care facilities.
And there are a few ugly.
There's more than a few uglies that I never want anyone to have to wind up there. And I'm also asked about the final arrangements, and I help the family work through that final process, because the books say that dementia is going to last 4 to 8 years. Now, if it were only that cut and dried, that would be one thing, because if you're sitting on day number, let's say 733, and the book says it only lasts 8 years, and okay, well, I'll cross these off the calendar. But here's the thing, dementia is funny, fickle, and not fun to have. It may last 20 years. So just because you think your time in prison might be up, it's not necessarily. But and I try to make sure that the families get things covered to make an easy transition to the next stage after the person with dementia is gone. So it's a multifaceted, multi-covered, multi-addressed area that I work with families.
You almost feel like a lawyer, don't you?
I'm real careful about telling them that I'm not a lawyer, and I don't give legal advice. I'm not a doctor. I don't prescribe. I don't diagnose. I do what nurses do. I look at the entire picture, and I try to put all the pieces in the best place so that we can have the best outcome. I finish up with the family like a week later, another big long meeting, and I go over what I see as their plan of care. And then I have my recommendations that although I can't tell you to stop taking this medicine, I do want you to go talk to your doctor and have an informed decision with your doctor whether you continue on this med or not with the facts I present you. I just give you the backup and kind of the push to be able to say, well, I don't think I should be taking that anymore because haven't had that problem for 20 years. And you'd be amazed how many people are taking medication for 20 and 30 years, and they'd never question, well, why am I still taking this?
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, what's it for?
Yeah.
And that's a good point. So sometimes the medications that are on can make the dementia worse?
Absolutely, absolutely. There are even some research studies out there, and with our society and the way we live our life in these turbulent years with COVID and everything, more and more people are taking medications for acid reflux and GERD and heartburn and so forth. And we've got a multitude of them out there in the pharmaceutical industry, over the counter and prescription. But there are strong studies out there showing that taking those actually increases the rate of dementia progression if you're going to have it in the first place. And some people say, well, I shouldn't be taking that. What else can I do? You can eat better, you can eat slower, you can drink more water, you can use natural types of things. You know, we've had